The Predator film franchise was born in 1987, but it still holds immense respect and love in the hearts of genre fans. John McTiernan's film introduced audiences to one of the most iconic monsters in sci-fi cinema history. These intergalactic hunters, known as Yautja, had a singular purpose, traveling to various planets to hunt the most dangerous species. On Earth, their prey consisted of highly trained and capable humans, armed with advanced alien technology, incredible physical strength, and unwavering determination. The Yautja executed their targets with brutal efficiency. Over the course of more than 3 decades, the Yautja have left a trail of carnage across 5 films and 2 spin-offs, showing their deadly skills in a variety of forms, upgrades, and mutations. Whether it's unleashing powerful weaponry, engaging in one-on-one combat with the Governator, or extracting spines as trophies, the Yautja's kills are always memorable. In this video, we will explore some of the most unforgettable scenes throughout the Predator franchise. A word of caution, this video discusses these death scenes in detail and contains graphic images that some may find disturbing. Now, let's delve into the gruesome trophy room of the Yautja. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Jungle Hunt of the Predator. In the climactic showdown from the 1987 film Predator, Dutch, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, faces off against the Predator. As Dutch's team dwindles in the jungle, Poncho is killed by a laser blast. Anna, the rebel whom Dutch had previously rescued, attempts to grab a weapon, but Dutch intervenes, kicking it away. The Predator, equipped with advanced weaponry, obliterates Dutch's rifle. In desperation to save lives, Dutch instructs Anna to flee to the helicopter while he makes his escape. Dutch's path leads him to a steep hill, which eventually leads him into a river. He swims to the opposite bank, exhausted and weaponless. Covered in mud, he lies in wait for his relentless pursuer. The Predator, with its adaptive camouflage failing due to water exposure, surfaces behind Dutch, helplessly exposed. Dutch expects his imminent death. The Predator identifies a target in the brush and unleashes its high-tech weaponry, but fails to detect Dutch, whose body heat remains hidden because of the insulating mud. Taking advantage of the small window he bought himself, Dutch crafts makeshift weapons and sets a trap with spikes. Covered in mud to remain invisible, Dutch ignites a torch, summoning the Predator. Dutch drops the torch into a bonfire, drawing the alien closer. When the Predator arrives, Dutch fires an explosive arrow, crippling its invisibility device. A fierce hand-to-hand combat ensues, with the alien holding a physical advantage. Dutch lures the creature closer to his hidden trap, which almost succeeds in crushing the Predator. However, as Dutch prepares to deliver the final blow with a rock, he realizes that the alien is already fatally wounded. Realizing that its life is over, the Jungle Hunter Predator activates a timer on its gauntlet and self-destruct device. The Predator's laughter, echoing Billy's voice, fills the air as a small nuclear explosion engulfs the area, with Dutch narrowly escaping the blast.
His foundation lied in the holy mountain. Selah.
The Predator took King Willie's head as a trophy. In the movie Predator 2, Harrigan seeks a meeting with King Willie, the leader of the Jamaican gangs, in an attempt to talk about their common adversary, the City Hunter Predator. As you may already know, their meeting is set against the backdrop of Harrigan's investigation into the mysterious attacks orchestrated by the Predator. During their conversation, King Willie, who possesses knowledge of voodoo practices, cryptically hints to Harrigan that the formidable enemy they both face hails from a world beyond his comprehension. Harrigan departs from the meeting with more questions than answers, leaving the mystic warning from King Willie hanging in the air. However, as Harrigan leaves the scene, the Predator reveals its presence behind King Willie after landing on the ground from above. The Predator challenges King Willie to deadly blade combat, which, of course, results in the gang leader's defeat. The Predator serves King Willie's head, taking it as a gruesome trophy. It proves that King Willie puts up a good fight, as Predator's honor code dictates that they only collect the skulls of formidable and worthy adversaries. Furthermore, the sequence is similar to the death of Billy in the original Predator film, which had a more intense build-up and aftermath, but the actual battle remained off-screen. The Yautja's ruthless takedown of a dangerous gang. Once again, in Predator 2, the fierce turf war between the Jamaican and Colombian drug gangs in Los Angeles leads to a gruesome confrontation between the City Hunter Predator and King Willie's voodoo posse. Ramon Vega, the leader of the Colombian Scorpions gang, finds himself facing death when Jamaican gangsters interrupt his lovemaking session with his girlfriend in a luxurious Los Angeles apartment. The Jamaicans subject Vega to a voodoo ritual, hanging him upside down and slashing his chest to remove his heart. However, the ritual is abruptly abruptly disrupted by an invisible and technologically advanced adversary. This unseen force mercilessly eliminates all of them. The Predator makes use of almost all his weapons to kill gang members one by one. Detective Harrigan and his team later arrive at the scene and enter the apartment against orders. They discover a tableau of several lifeless bodies hanging from the ceiling, skinned in a horrifying manner. Vega's girlfriend is the sole survivor of the carnage. The ugly monster wants to use Subway. In another tense sequence from Predator 2, Jerry and Leona found themselves on a subway where things were about to get really ugly. A group of gang members begins harassing a fellow passenger, which escalates into a standoff with firearms drawn. The tense situation led the other commuters to join the fray, and they all drew their weapons, which was enough to increase the heat. Amid the brewing chaos, an unexpected and deadly intruder made a dramatic entrance. The Predator leaps onto the subway car's roof and infiltrates the carriage. It selectively targets and kills anyone in possession of a weapon. Leona guides most of the terrified passengers to safety at the opposite end of the train. During her efforts, she witnesses Jerry firing at the invisible opponent, but it was an extremely futile attempt. Jerry's bullets prove ineffective, and in a daring move, he confronts the unseen foe with a knife. "Oh, Mr. Lambert, that's a dumb way to die." Leona activates an emergency alarm, bringing the train to an abrupt halt. She then guides the passengers safely off the platform. Upon returning to the last car, she is shocked to see Jerry and a few fellow commuters hang lifelessly by their ankles. However, the Predator reappears and grabs her. Using its infrared vision, the extraterrestrial creature discovers that his potential prey is actually expecting a child, and that became Leona's key to safety, as it was against the Predator code of honor to kill pregnant females as well. Detective Harrigan arrives on the scene, joined by Heinemann. Harrigan begins to piece together the puzzle and correctly concludes that all the passengers who met their deaths were armed. However, Jerry's body mysteriously vanishes, and Harrigan later finds the Predator taking Jerry's skull and spine to make himself a good old human trophy. Slaughterhouse is the perfect place for the Predator, close to its end. Predator 2 takes its intense action from the sweltering urban to the chilly slaughterhouse. Keyes and his specialized team strategically position themselves in the slaughterhouse, where the Predator often came to eat. Keyes and his team were equipped with advanced gear and intended to hunt the extraterrestrial menace. They may even have succeeded, but an unfortunate creaking staircase alerts the Predator to their presence. The alien uses his control panel to fine-tune its vision enhancer until it can detect the beams emitted by the team's lights. Detective Harrigan attempts to warn Keyes of the imminent danger, but it's too late. The Predator strikes and leaves nearly all of Keyes' team dead. In a desperate move, one team member triggers a smoke detector with nitrogen, activating the sprinkler system in the warehouse. Harrigan uses this opportunity to leave the safety of the command center to arm himself. He bursts through a door just as the Predator takes aim at Keyes with its laser cannon. Harrigan fires at the alien, damaging the Predator's weapon. Furthermore, the Predator's attempts to activate its cloaking device are thwarted by the cascading water from above, leaving it visible. In a tense face-off, Harrigan confronts the Predator and removes its helmet. Suddenly, the creature awakens and tosses Harrigan aside. The Predator corners Harrigan, determined to strike the final blow when Keyes intervenes. Keyes attacks the Predator with frozen nitrogen in an attempt to repel the creature and instructs Harrigan to retreat. However, the Predator hurls its deadly smart disc at Keyes, which cleaves him in two. Eliminating a squad of mercenaries and drillers. In Alien vs. Predator, Scar, a young Yautja warrior, arrives on Earth to complete his rite of passage alongside his fellow predators, Celtic and Chopper. On Earth, they intend to partake in a time-honored Yautja ritual within an ancient pyramid. As you may know, the rite of passage essentially involves hunting xenomorphs, the deadly alien species that the Predator hates, as much as Predator fans hate Shane Black's The Predator. Anyway, surviving the ordeal signifies their transition from adolescent Yautja to esteemed blooded predators. To begin their journey, Scar, Celtic, and Chopper descend to Earth's surface via drop pods. Their destination is Razorback Point Whaling Station, which is located above their hidden pyramid. Unbeknownst to them, their presence triggers the activation of the pyramid systems, which draws the attention of Charles Bishop Whalen's expedition team. This unsuspecting group is lured to the site by the unusual heat bloom emanating from the pyramid. Upon their arrival at the whaling station, the Yautja go full predatorial, killing anything that moved unless that thing was unarmed, of course. They eliminate everyone they encounter, including Rustin Quinn's drilling crew and a contingent of Max Stafford's hired mercenaries. The carnage leaves no survivors in its wake. After cleansing the whaling station of human presence, the Yautja warriors go to the pyramid's depths through a shaft created by their mothership. Predator don't like the facehugger and xenomorph. Alien vs. Predator will forever be remembered as a movie that attempted the daunting task of blending the iconic Alien and Predator franchises, with director Paul W.S. Anderson taking the helm. While the film faced challenges in maintaining the essence of both the franchises and their ultra-iconic monsters, the final result was well above average. One of those many challenges was maintaining a movie that secured a PG-13 rating, which somewhat diluted the thrill of witnessing these legendary creatures clash on screen. The cast, except for Lance Henriksen, struggled to inject vitality into the narrative. Additionally, the backstory of the expedition left audiences yearning for a more captivating storyline. However, the film did find its stride when the Yautja engaged in combat with the xenomorphs. This is where AVP truly came to life. Who could resist the spectacle of a predator executing a xenomorph with a hammer throw? Yet it was a memorable double kill by Scar that stole the spotlight. In this scene, Scar is ambushed by a facehugger in slow motion while retrieving his shuriken disc. What makes this moment amusing is the xenomorph's patience in waiting for the opportune moment to strike. However, Scar bisects the would-be creature. Predator didn't want to kill Weyland, but he did. While desperately trying to escape from the aliens and predators, Lex and her companions find themselves confronted by the lone surviving Yautja, Scar. Naturally, a confrontation ensued, with Weyland making a valiant but futile attempt to fend off the formidable alien hunter warrior. However, to everyone's surprise, Scar refrained from delivering a fatal blow. In hindsight, it was actually quite surprising. Scar used his advanced helmet to peer into Weyland's ailing body, only to learn a sad truth about Weyland. You see, Weyland was in the advanced stages of terminal lung cancer. This revelation seemed to evoke a sense of mercy in the Predator, and he chose to spare Weyland's life for the time being. But Weyland was not one to go down without a fight, or maybe he was just that stupid. He made a desperate attempt to fend off Scar by using his inhaler and a flare, attempting to set the Predator on fire. Scar, undeterred and enraged, was forced to kill Weyland with his wrist blades.
Jesse! No, wait!
Checking Xenomorph and patience before the kill, the hospital hunt. In Alien vs. Predator Requiem, a fierce battle was on between the newly arrived Predator, known as Wolf, and the relentless horde of aliens. At the hospital, Jesse falls victim to Wolf's shuriken and is impaled. Ricky then unleashes a torrent of machine gun fire upon Wolf. However, before Wolf could deliver a fatal blow to Ricky, a sudden onslaught of aliens sent the Predator hurtling down an elevator shaft. Although Ricky sustained injuries, his life was spared. With their path to the helicopter blocked by the aliens, Dallas took hold of the plasma pistol Wolf left behind. Together, they made an escape to the rooftop, where danger still lurked. Dallas used the plasma pistol to fend off the encroaching aliens, which took Kelly precious time to start the helicopter. As the aliens close in on Dallas, Wolf reappears and kills the remaining aliens. Predators can track you from anywhere. In the 2010 movie Predators, Royce awakens in freefall and crashes into a mysterious rainforest, where he is joined by a group of strangers, each with deadly skills. Among them are Cuchillo, Nikolai, Isabel, Mombasa, Stans, Hanso, and Edwin. They are disoriented, armed, and unaware of how they ended up there. Royce, their unofficial leader, remains surprisingly mysterious and secretive about his past. As they venture deeper into the jungle, they encounter disturbing signs and sightings, such as a dead U.S. soldier, neurotoxic plants, and empty cages. To their astonishment, they realize they are not on Earth, with an alien sky looming above. They were actually on the game preserve planet that the super predators used to practice hunting. Royce decides they need a plan, of course. Why did no one think of that earlier? Their journey takes an unexpected turn when they meet Noland, a resourceful survivor who has evaded the predators on this deadly planet. He discloses the predators' game, pitting warriors and dangerous creatures from various worlds against each other for sport. The tracker predator, one of the super predators, makes use of domesticated alien creatures known as hellhounds. These fierce beings resemble a blend of big cats and wild boars and have aggressive temperaments and the ability to inflict substantial injuries. Their primary role is similar to that of hunting dogs, helping tracker predator locate and flush out his prey. Furthermore, the falconer predator uses a novel tracking method. He does this through a mechanical falcon. This avian companion serves as an extension of his senses, relaying valuable visual information about the environment and potential targets. So, no matter where you go, these bad boys will come after you, be it from the sky or from the ground.
Come on!
Nikolai's Last Stand, a brutal encounter with the Predator. Nikolai, a Spetsnaz operative with a background in the Second Chechen War, found himself involuntarily thrust into the deadly hunting grounds of the alien reserve. Despite the circumstances, he exhibited a more compassionate side compared to his fellow human survivors, particularly in his genuine concern for Edwin and his apparent regret at leaving Cuchillo behind. Nikolai consistently showed a willingness to jeopardize his own safety to aid his comrades, which makes him one of the few exceptions among the group. His selflessness further extended to helping Edwin when even Isabel hesitated. However, his ultimate sacrifice came when facing the tracker Predator. After guiding Edwin back to the group, Nikolai was shot in the back by a plasma caster, leaving him wounded but alive. As he attempted to crawl away from the approaching tracker Predator, the extraterrestrial bad blood hunter stabbed him in the abdomen with his wrist blade before hoisting him off the ground. In a final act of defiance, Nikolai spat his own blood into the creature's face before revealing his vest, which had an array of armed M18A1 Claymore mines. A Russian variation of the iconic line, "You're one ugly mother," became his last words before he triggered the explosives. The resulting explosion claimed both Nikolai and the tracker Predator. Last man standing match between Berserker and Classic Predator. The Crucified Predator, also known as the Classic Predator, was from the Jungle Hunter clan, the same clan to which the original Predator belonged. However, he was captured by the Super Predators and kept on the game-preserved planet. They strung him up on a totem structure, where he languished until he was discovered by Royce and his band of survivors. Royce's group stumbled upon the captive Classic Predator while exploring the Super Predator's campsite. Intrigued and potentially recognizing a valuable ally, they decided to free him from his restraints. This release was not in vain, as the Classic Predator reciprocated their assistance by aiding in the programming of the Super Predator's spaceship for a return journey to Earth. With his equipment reclaimed, the Classic Predator faced the Berserker, who had captured Edwin and Isabel. Royce made a dash for the ship while these two Yautja clashed in a fierce battle of titans. Berserker wasted no time, unleashing a torrent of deadly energy shots from his plasma caster aimed at obliterating his adversary. The Classic Predator swiftly took cover beneath a log, but the Classic Predator soon sprang into action and attacked the Berserker from behind. He lunged at Berserker and delivered a forceful blow that sent the Super Predator reeling backward. However, Berserker landed a powerful headbutt to forcefully dislodge the Classic Predator's biohelmet. Unfortunately, the Berserker decapitated the valiant Classic Predator, ending the battle decisively.
Oh shit.
Royce faces the wrath of the Berserker. Royce was rather a remorseless and stoic individual who once found himself entangled in a tragic incident while on a mission in the Philippines. Faulty intelligence led him to demolish an entire building where terrorists were holed up, unbeknownst to him that a grade school was located in the basement. The devastating outcome claimed the lives of numerous women and innocent children, despite his outward facade of cold indifference. This hunting event left a profound scar on Royce's psyche. Ironically, the Philippines incident had an unexpected impact on Royce's career as a mercenary. He noted that following the tragedy, his typical fee for jobs doubled. Employers were willing to pay a premium for a man seemingly devoid of conscience. Royce later became the reluctant leader among the survivors on the deadly hunting grounds. When Edwin was injured by a trap, Royce suggested they set up a booby trap with him as bait. However, Isabel, driven by a sense of camaraderie, refused and stayed with Edwin, considering him one of their own. Determined to escape the game-preserved planet, Royce launched a mission to free the Crucified Predator, who had been captured earlier. But as the ruthless Berserker Predator returned, their escape ship was ultimately destroyed through self-destruction. Later, Royce discovered Isabel paralyzed and Edwin feigning innocence. Seeing through Edwin's deceit, Royce attacked and further incapacitated him. Edwin pleaded for his life, and Royce set up a trap, rigging grenades for Edwin and leaving him as bait for the pursuing Berserker Predator. However, the trap merely wounded the creature. Adopting a survivalist strategy, Royce ignited the fires around the camp and covered himself in mud to confront Berserker. In a fierce battle, Royce emerged victorious, decapitating the Predator with an axe. He and Isabel watched as more unfortunate prey was dropped onto the perilous planet, knowing their struggle for escape was far from over. Beast Mode On, The Predator 2018. In the dense Mexican forest, sniper Quinn McKenna is on a mission to rescue hostages held by a ruthless drug cartel. Amidst the operation, an unexpected arrival disrupts the chaos. It was a small Predator ship that crash-landed nearby. Quinn was momentarily diverted from his mission, but managed to eliminate one cartel member. However, his attention is soon captured by the wreckage of the Predator's craft. Exploring the crash site, Quinn stumbles upon a trove of advanced Predator technology, including the cloaking device. Before he can fully comprehend the situation, his fellow team member, Dupree, joins them. Their grim discovery continues as they find their comrade, Sapper, hanging upside down from a tree, grotesquely mutilated. The Predator re-emerged, swiftly dispatching Dupree. In a desperate act of survival, Quinn seized the Predator's gauntlet and used it to fire. This shot incapacitated the extraterrestrial hunter and tragically resulted in Sapper's death. Quinn, driven by a mix of curiosity and caution, decides to keep several of the Predator's pieces, including its mask, gauntlet, and other gear, intending to send them to his son and ex-wife. Laboratory destruction by the fugitive Predator. McKenna, in a bid to safeguard his findings, sends the Predator's helmet and wrist gauntlet to an address in the United States. Unbeknownst to him, his young son, Rory, inadvertently comes across this mysterious package. Meanwhile, the covert government organization responsible for finding the Predator tech secures both the pod and the fugitive Predator for extensive examination. They discovered that the Predator had human DNA within his genetic makeup. The situation takes a jog to the left, where the upgrade Predator's spaceship, previously in pursuit of the fugitive Predator, arrives on Earth. Anyway, inside the research facility, the fugitive Predator regains consciousness and launches a ruthless assault. Breaking free from its restraints, it unleashes chaos by eliminating numerous scientists and military personnel. Its primary objective becomes evident when it seeks its missing helmet and gauntlet, taken by McKenna. Before departing, the Predator eliminates another guard, pilfering his firearm in the process. It engages in a deadly confrontation with the remaining guards, using an assault rifle, which was the first time that a Predator used human weapons. Clash of the Predators, Upgrade versus Fugitive. The Upgrade Predator, also known as the Ultimate Predator or Assassin Predator, was a genetically altered predator who locked horns with the fugitive Predator. His primary objective was to stop the fugitive Predator's mission to deliver the Predator killer technology to humanity, thereby empowering them to fend off a looming Predator invasion of Earth. The climactic showdown unfolded as the Upgrade Predator launched a surprise assault on the fugitive Predator, seizing him from behind a window and forcibly dragging him through the breach. In a desperate bid to repel his assailant, the fugitive Predator discharged a shot from his shoulder-mounted cannon. However, the shot missed its mark. The fugitive Predator then sought to engage the Upgrade Predator at close quarters and used his wrist blades against his adversary's rather impervious hide. Unfortunately, the wrist blades proved inadequate, snapping upon contact with the Upgrade Predator's ultra-strong skin. The Upgrade Predator flung the fugitive onto a nearby vehicle. The Upgrade Predator removed the fugitive Predator's helmet and landed a punch that nearly killed the fugitive. In the end, the Upgrade Predator pulled out the fugitive Predator's skull and spine before throwing them away. The last hunt of Upgrade Predator is deadly. The Upgrade Predator communicated with the military using a translation device. He declared his intent to destroy the vessel and designated a true warrior among them, who was not Quinn but his son Rory, as their leader. The Upgrade Predator grants them a 7.5-minute head start before initiating the ship's self-destruct sequence. As the ship exploded, he pursued the group into the forest. In the dense woods, the Upgrade Predator caught up and eliminated several military personnel. Casey uses the fugitive's helmet to deflect the wrist blade, unintentionally firing a blast that strikes the Upgrade Predator. This causes a fire when Nebraska takes a shot, setting the Upgrade Predator ablaze. Baxley tried to attack, but ended up getting impaled on a tree branch, while Coyle also suffered a fatal injury. The wounded Upgrade Predator confronts the remaining survivors and captures Rory, escorting him to his ship. However, Quinn, Nettles, and Nebraska went after the Upgrade Predator. Nebraska sacrificed himself, causing an explosion that sent the ship plummeting back to the surface. Quinn infiltrates the ship, engaging in a fierce struggle with the Upgrade Predator. The Predator immobilizes Quinn and sends him hurtling from the ship. In a final showdown, the severely injured Upgrade Predator pursues Quinn with the intent of killing him. On the brink of victory, a cloaked Casey emerged and fired multiple shots into the Predator's head. Quinn intervenes, and with Rory's help, they sever the Upgrade Predator's arm using the ship's force field. A shot to the Predator's leg led to an explosion that left the Upgrade Predator limbless and gravely wounded. In his final moments, the Upgrade Predator succumbed to Quinn's gunfire. Predator is on warrior tribe's hunt in the year 1719. On the vast Great Plains, a young Comanche woman named Naru aspires to become a renowned hunter like her brother, Tabe. Trained as a healer, she begins her journey to prove herself when she witnesses strange lights from an alien predator spacecraft. But she interprets these lights as a thunderbird, an auspicious sign. In her tribe's village, Naru joins a search party tasked with tracking a mountain lion. that has attacked a fellow hunter. During their quest, the party sets a trap for a mountain lion, but tragedy strikes as the creature kills another member, Pake. Naru faces off with the lion high in a tree, but is distracted by some mysterious lights and sounds coming from the distant predator craft. She falls and loses consciousness, awakening in her family home. Carried back by Tabe, he returns to the village as a war chief, having slain the mountain lion. Hunted by the unsettling sights and convinced of an unfamiliar and ominous threat, Naru sets out once more with her faithful dog, Sari. Along her path, she encounters an entire herd of skinned bison left to rot on the plains. Her journey takes her into a mud-filled bog pit, and later, a terrifying encounter with a grizzly bear. As she flees from the pursuing bear, the predator intervenes, slaying the beast and allowing Naru to escape. However, her safety is short-lived. As she crosses paths with a group of Comanches sent to find her in a deadly ambush, the predator engages in combat with the men, while Naru herself becomes ensnared in a foothold trap. The prey predator's ruthless takedown of a fierce opponent. The predator continues to stalk Naru, observing her capture by a search party sent by her brother Tabe, eliminating the party's leader, Wasape, using his bolt gun. The predator confronts Hoopy and Anya, ultimately dispatching them both. Seeing Naru's escape once more, he proceeds to eliminate the remaining search party member, Itzy. However, as Naru becomes ensnared in a bear trap, the predator loses interest and allows her to be taken by a group of French voyagers led by Big Beard. The French voyagers intend to use Naru and Tabe as bait to lure the predator into a trap. Unbeknownst to them, the predator silently eliminates their lookouts and ignores Tabe and Naru, who begin to comprehend the Yautja's tactics. Despite momentarily falling into the Frenchman's trap and being trapped by a net, the predator manages to escape. He proceeds to systematically exterminate the voyagers, using an array of unique weapons, including a netball, a wrist shield, and bolas, before ultimately dispatching the rest with proximity mines. The predator's lethal assault on trained Frenchmen. Later, Naru and her brother were freed. Naru struggled to operate the flintlock pistol given to her by Adeline while facing the relentless attacks of the feral predator. She noticed that the predator's projectiles were guided by his biomass targeting lasers. Overwhelmed by her brother Tabe's assaults, the predator used his cloaking device to create distance and then fatally struck Tabe from behind with his wrist blades. Turning his attention to Naru, he approached her slowly. Tanabe, in his final act, distracted the predator by injuring his leg with a skull, buying Naru and her loyal companion Sari enough time to escape. Naru, now aware of the predator's vulnerability, incapacitated Big Beard to draw the hunter out of hiding. As expected, the feral predator emerged and decapitated Big Beard with his combo stick. Naru, who had ingested an orange tatsuya to mask her body temperature, remained hidden and shot the creature in the head, stealing his biomask in the process. Naru managed to sever the predator's right arm. The confrontation reached its climax when Naru pulled the battered feral predator into quicksand in an attempt to drown him. However, the Yautja, with his remaining strength, resurfaced and used his bolt gun. In a twist of fate, the Yautja's own targeting laser, connected to his nearby mask, inadvertently caused his death as the projectile pierced his skull, which finally brought an end to his relentless pursuit. Marvelous verdict. No matter what you say about the later Predator films, they do have a lot to offer, which makes them good in parts, if not as a whole. And come on, we don't really watch Predator or Alien films for the Oscar-worthy stories that they have, right? We watch them because they are super fun and brutal. And we love these intergalactic hunters with a code of honor stronger than Captain America's. If you think I missed some scenes that you thought were worthy of being on this list, do let me know in the comments. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks everyone.